Hello and a very good morning. Welcome along to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us this Thursday morning. I'm going to do you a big introduction in a minute. Stop overplaying your part already. We're 17 seconds into the day and you're already mucking about. Welcome along to another fantastic day here at... It's like pantomime seasons come early. It's 3 months away from that. Just stop it. Welcome along to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Get ready for another uber professional day where we are going to be bringing you so much. Looking forward later on to Cartload, 6 o'clock this evening, 1 o'clock Eastern. I'll let well, you know who it is. I'll let him tell you about it in just a few moments' time because he's very excited about it. And he'll tell you why in just a few moments' time. 2 o'clock this afternoon, we've got a craft along with the 'Tis the Season collection. Apparently, I've just found out this morning, I'm going to be crafting along with your man. And of course, during this show, Wake Up Call, we're going to be previewing everything that's coming up. We'll be previewing the item from our craft along. You can find out details about that on the socials, by the way. We're also going to be looking ahead to the Cartload, which is a very special one. And and let's find out for why it's so special, because he's dying to tell you it is the one and only, the Hottie Scotty, the Fusty Gusty from Carnoustie. It is Mr. Craig Laird.
You done now? There we go. There we go. That was a fun 2 hours. We will be back live in an hour for Craft Along. Joking aside, yeah, it's going to be a fun day.
It is going to be a fun day.
It's going to be so much fun today.
Yes, it is.
We have got an incredible cartload coming up. We are going to feature some of it within Wake Up Call because I've been picking some products and bundles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had my foam pad finger picky out.
I've
been picking out items.
Right, yeah.
Really, really good bundles as well. A few of them, as I say, we are going to feature in.
And tell everyone what they're called.
They're
Craig's
Hot Picks.
Hot Packs.
Hot Picks.
Hot Packs. Yeah.
I even requested them to be in bags.
Yeah.
And they're in bags.
Whoa.
I know, absolutely.
Whoa.
So it is, we are, but between those items, because it's Thursday, it's cartload, this is obviously what we tend to focus on, these incredible, in some cases, one time only, in some of them, you know, stock dependent. However, it is craft along, it is 'Tis the Season, so we're going to have a lovely colouring session. Ben is going to be joining me as well, doing the craft along. So for me anyway, a little bit of a stripped back project.
Yeah,
you know, I'm used to doing boxes and, you know, standout projects and all that sort of stuff. We're going to do a card.
Yeah.
But we are using many of the elements, just to say as well, because I know we've got some of the 'Tis the Season on the show. If you're new to us, the concept of the craft along is when the first full collection is launched. That's your opportunity to get your hands on it and then come along, craft along. I know we usually say about 4 weeks. I know it has been a wee while since it's launched, but just in case you see me using 12 by 12 papers and you think, well, they're out of stock. What's the point of that? The point of the craft along is you get them when it launches and then you can craft along. We do have lots and lots of goodies from 'Tis the Season and a little collection coming up. So yeah, it's going to be a fun Thursday. Ready to go.
It is a fun Thursday, jam-packed.
Do you want to see my project?
Oh yeah, we haven't looked, have we?
We've not even looked.
No, let's have a look at it.
Have a look.
What are we going to be doing?
Ta-da!
Whoa, that's beautiful.
So we're going to do one of my favourite techniques, and that is die cutting that outline die of the robin, popping it onto Nina cardstock, and then colouring inside the lines.
Ooh.
So it's a little bit like a faux heat emboss, and it will be inside the lines because you've got your die cut lines.
Oh, so you can't, it's hard to go out them then, isn't it?
It's hard to go out them.
Yeah.
And it's die cut in black.
Yes.
So you can't see any lines that
That's
have
coloured
gone
so beautifully.
over. Thank you very much. And it's going to look like that once you've finished yours.
Why, are you colouring mine for me?
No, you're going to be doing it. You're going to be doing it. So that's what we are going to be doing in the craft along later on.
Okay, well that is amazing. And of course, if you want to join in the craft along, I know all of the details that you need are up, I'm over here, are up there you go, are up on the socials right now, so on Facebook and also on Instagram, so you can check those out if you want to join in. We would love it if you did. As always, we're live and interactive, so if you want to say hello, get in touch, you can do. We have got Taylor on the socials this morning, already saying hello is Sandra. Good morning, Craig, Ben, crew, social media superstar, and crafty family and friends. I have made 2 Christmas cards this morning. Having this craft room is definitely a great way to pass the time. Jane Quigley says, good morning all from Wordsley in the UK. Where's Wordsley? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know geography very well.
Oh, where's Wordsley, Johnny?
It's in the UK anyway.
Johnny's having a look. Johnny knows.
He's going to jump on Goggle and have a look.
Yeah, Goggle. Wordsley. Johnny Geography, we call him. Oh, Stourbridge in the West Midlands.
Told you.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, sorry.
Listen to me.
I should always listen to you, shouldn't I? Linda's in from Maryland, and hi to Rachel Norton, who says good evening from Brighton Beach, South Australia. It's lovely to have you all with us. Don't forget, on the website right now, we have got our end of summer sale. We're actually going to be featuring some of those items through the show, but there's up to 70% off on the website right now. Shine bright this September. I didn't realise that was the catchphrase. Did you know that?
I didn't know that either.
I haven't been saying that the last 2 days.
I would have done that to death the other day when we started the start of the end of the summer sale.
We've been supposed to be saying that from the start. Anyway, I'll say it from now.
Shine bright like this diamond.
I knew he was going to do that. Shine bright this September.
Like a diamond.
Shine bright this
diamond.
Shine bright this September with up to 70% off, a windfall of crafting goodies only at our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Have a look. We're adding new items all the time, so if you shop yesterday, you might find some new stuff right there. And I have actually got one of the most popular items from the sale here in the studio, which I'll show you later, and Craig has picked one of his favourites too. But let's show you that tis the season collection. So it is a selection, let's just say, because the full collection flew out the door. So we've picked some of the best pieces, which of course are remaining, and you have got a really fantastic bundle. 21 dies. Your 3D embossing folder, you've got 13 stamps and a cut and emboss folder included in there too. So this should be £96.90, over $120. Today you're saving almost £20, almost $25. It is £72.52, 96.40, or £62 and twopence if you are a twopence a bag, twopence a bag. £62 and twopence if you're a platinum member here in the UK, $77.12. No, 12 cents if you're shopping in the US and you're a platinum member. Do you want to have a quick look at the boards? We'll have a quick look, see exactly what you are going to be getting. I'll tell you what, we are in a funny mood today. You know what Craig and I are normally like when we get together? We've got Johnny and also Nicola in the galleries today. Johnny is jet lagged because, of course, he came back from New York just a few days ago. And Nicola, I mean, she's not feeling great, and she's on, like some medicine. And I think,
just like a Lemsip or something like that.
Yeah. But I think it's sent her a little bit loopy, if I'm being honest. So it's all good today. Though. Take a look what you're going to be getting in this collection, though. Stamp and die sets. So this is absolutely beautiful. You've got that gorgeous robin within this set, who features a lot in this particular collection. It is all about these gorgeous birds. You've got the cardinals in there too, and I know a lot of people, especially our US viewers, very excited about these. This is the holiday wishes. So once again, you've got that beautiful stamped image there. You can then cut it all out, and then you've got your sentiments in there as well. May the holidays fill your home with joy, and wishing you peace, love and joy this holiday season. I know the guys in the gallery, big fans.
Doesn't that die look a bit like Europe?
Europe?
Yeah, like to the left there you've got like France, Portugal and that, and then you've got the little boot down at the bottom.
Oh, so that's that like Italy there?
Yeah.
And then maybe a little bit like Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweden or Switzerland, whatever it is at the top, Norway. Whatever. Yeah.
And then whatever it is sort of up there and down. Yeah. I was just thinking exactly the same myself. So what does that one look like? You started this, not me.
Not again.
He's only just recovered from the Gemini door reveal disaster that happened a couple of days ago, and then that pops up. Right, so you've got the stampendizer here, which is the Christmas blessings. It is, of course, your beautiful, it's like a table decoration here, really, isn't it? With that gorgeous wreath, with the two candles just popping up there, and you've got your two beautiful sentiments within that collection as well. Next up, this one is called Wonderful Time of the Year. So you've got your mistletoe, you've got your pine cones in there, and some little Christmassy bells. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That one there, I mean, what does that look like? Don't know really. I like this game though, wondering what the dies look like. Let us know in the comments.
It's like when you look at clouds, isn't it?
A cloud?
Well, that's not like a cloud, but I'm saying, you know, when you look at clouds to see what it looks like.
It looks like the Cookie Monster laid down.
It does actually.
Oh, yes, yes. Very good, Johnny. I'm loving this. I don't know how all this started. Oh,
do you know something? Our product development team sit for days, weeks, months on end, and we come along and annihilate everything that they've just done.
I'm firmly blaming you on this one. I was being very professional at the start of the show, and you just turned it all on its head. Festive friend of this beautiful die, which is the one I think we're going to be using in the craft along. In fact, I know it is. So that is included within the bundle. You've also got your seasonal foliage elements. Great way to build up your own Christmas wreaths. There's so much in here. You've got this beautiful edge die here. So your seasonal foliage border there once again. This is gorgeous. If you love your creator card dies, the Robin Redbreast. Once again, plenty of opportunity there if you'd like to do colouring or paper piecing. Then you've got your cut and emboss folder included in here. This is called your Yuletide frame. So much opportunity here. To work this into lots of different collections. And then you've also got your 3D embossing folder in here, which is called the Flourishing Holly Corner. So that's a massive bundle when you consider everything I've just shown you there. You're getting for £62, $77. If you want a paper pad, we don't have the 12 by 12. However, we do have a small amount of the paper pad. The reason why, and this isn't in the bundle, because if we'd put it in the bundle would have sold it, because we have so few of these. So pop this into your basket on top of your bundle, and it's only going to cost you another £4.79 if you're platinum, $7.96. You're getting 36 beautiful double-sided papers in there. So it's absolutely worth doing. If you decide that you really like this, I would urge you to pop in a couple, because these will disappear fairly quickly. We're down to low double figures of those remaining. So if you want to stock up, get it before it disappears. But that's the reason it's not in the bundle. £4.79, $7.96. Hi to Valley, says, hi Ben and Craig, hope you are up for a good day. We are. Cheryl says, good morning from Alaska. I'm in bed, I can't sleep, it's 2 a.m. Well, I tell you what,
Can I just say, I think why I'm giddy as well, because I done Facebook Live last night for my craft room, but could I sleep? I seen right up to 5 a.m. this morning before I dozed off. Yeah,
you didn't sleep till 5 a.m?
I got up at 3 o'clock, the back of 3 in the morning, and started to do some colouring. I was getting that frustrated. So I'm not, believe it or not, I did, Johnny, yeah.
Why couldn't you sleep?
Oh, I go through phases. I go through phases of weeks where I can sleep great. And then my mum's like that. Sometimes we go through phases and we just can't sleep. I can't get to sleep. So I may have I've got my flavoured water, of course, but I may have a Lucozade as well at the side of me. So maybe I'm a bit giddy.
It was all the excitement knowing he's coming into work with me. See, that's why
what it is.
He couldn't sleep.
The excitement of you, the tiredness of me, the illness of Nicola, and the jet lag of Johnny.
Jet lag Johnny. And hi to Bubble and Squeak, says, good morning, Ben and Craig. Glad to be catching up with you and the team again. Get the comments through.
Yes.
Let us know if you've got any questions as well. We always love to be in touch that way as well. But let's get cracking. So we're going to have a look at the 'Tis the Season set, yeah?
Yes, we are indeed. So we're going to be flip-flopping throughout Wake Up Call. So we spoke nicely to Johnny, so we'll have a look at 'Tis the Season. I've got one of my picks that we're going to demo. We'll go back to 'Tis the Season. The next 'Tis the Season demo I'm going to do may feature a few pages from the 6x6.
Okay.
So, you know, stock up if you are interested in what I'm going to be doing. But here we go. Let's, before we dive in, we are going to be showing you some of the things that you can be doing. Now, these ones so far, you can absolutely be making using the 6x6 paper pad. And you can chop into elements, you can cut elements down if you want to. You can absolutely have free rein on what you want to do. These ones here have been made using larger 12x12. The reason I brought these to the end is I am going to tease you with something on the website that would work really well with these as well, and it may be called the Paper Library.
Oh.
So we do have that. So I just wanted to give that a shout out because it is going to work well and it's going to complement. You just have a look across on our website, you'll find it there. However, you can still make, oh, look at that, Ben, not Johnny. Johnny's done it. I was about to say to Ben. Look, or sorry, Nicola's done it.
Oh,
someone's
done it.
Put the details on the screen.
Very quick, see. Johnny found the number, Nicola put it up there. Top team today.
Top team.
Top team.
Top team, yeah. I know. Top team indeed. It's weird. No Charlotte, no George.
Oh, no.
No, yeah. Let me finish, Nicola.
Let him finish his sentence, Nicola. Come on.
We don't get to, well, I don't anyway, get to work with Nicola a lot when she's in the gallery. So it's always really nice when we get the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, and it's nice when you get the different teams, because last night we had George and Johnny through the day, but then George decided, you know, he was going to take the afternoon off, like, you know, so I was like, oh, I'm just going to
And
go.
Charlotte decides she's taking the week off.
Yeah, you know, all these people taking holidays. And then we had Liam vision mixing last night, and how lovely it was to have, you know, Liam in.
I know.
Freshens it up a bit, doesn't it?
It really, really does.
All bring their own kind of different take on things.
Absolutely. And it's funny, when it comes to Crafters TV, I don't get to work with Liam a lot.
No.
But if I do any Facebook Lives for HSN or any shows here for Hobby Maker, Liam is an absolute legend where he makes... Basically, what he does for Sarah, he very kindly does for me as well. He makes sure that I've got everything that I need, everything's there if I need help with anything. So although I don't get to work with him on this side a lot, you know, if I am doing these shows, it's great to get, it's nice to mix it up with the team.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. But what I'm doing, let's get back to this one. And I have taken our wonderful time of the year.
He's at the window now. He's at the window. Oh. He's listening.
He must be either watching or listening at his desk.
Yeah. They're always listening to us.
They're always listening.
Be careful what you say.
You never know where they'll be. But I've stamped.
Should we just randomly start mentioning other people's names and see if they come to the window?
You just see who pops up. See that Bren? Oh, he's such a nuisance. He's always on the emails. Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you help me? Can you do that? But no, it's good when we get to mix it up a little bit. But here we go. So yeah, this one is Wonderful Time of the Year. Now, we did have a lovely selection of Spectrum Noir starter kits the other day.
We did.
One of them had the rustic brown alcohol proof.
Yes.
And I find that the rustic brown works really well with this collection. It's maybe a given, but things such as your browns, your reds, your greens are all going to work really, really well. What I asked to go onto the show to complement Wake Up Call and the Craft Along is both boxes of tri-blends. So I'm using the original box, so to speak, the blends. So light green blend, dull green blend, earth brown blend, dark red blend, and of course my trusted ice grey blend. And we'll start to do a little bit of colouring. What I would suggest is, you know, majority of the time I like to die cut and then stamp, but because of the shape of this one, I find it easier to do the stamping than the die cutting, because if I die cut first, Ben, it's very hard to put the magnetic discs into the right position because there's no give. So I'll do it this way. What I would suggest is to stamp it and then die cut it. I would always suggest stamp and die cut before you colour. Now it is completely up to you, and as long as you tape these down, these will be nice and secure. However, what my worry is for myself is I'll stamp it out, I'll spend all that time colouring in, then I'll pop the die over the top to die cut it out, and it slips.
Oh no.
And you've wasted all that time.
Yeah.
So my advice is always to cut it out before you colour, simply to avoid that potential mistake. As I say, if it's taped down securely, you're not going to have any worries, but that's just a little bit of advice from me.
Top tips.
So we can go in now. So I'm going to go in with my dull green blend. And these are all, these tri-blends, I've got my own case at the side because the studio set we're going to be using with yourself later. But all of my ones are brand new because as I was talking about the other day, I used my tri-blends and classics that much when I was off ill that they all dried out. Oh. Because I used them that much.
I've had a few pens drying out recently.
Sorry?
Had a few pens in here as well. I think it's because we've been in here 2 years now, and you think like the amount of the pens get used day in, day out.
Exactly.
They do last a long time, don't they?
Oh, they do.
Even if you're using them as often as we are.
They really do. And the thing is as well, certainly with the classics, because they're refillable, and we say it time and time again, we don't hide the fact that when we are using and prepping products, we get them from Crafter's Companion. Yeah. We get them. You know, if we don't have shows with them, we don't get them. If we want them, we buy them.
Yeah.
You know, that's
fair enough, isn't it, really?
It is fair enough, absolutely fair enough. But because I use my my classics so much, the team did let me have the refills.
Were you doing a refill video the other day?
The other week I did,
yeah.
The other week. The other week I did. The thing with the refills as well, because they're alcohol inks, you can do all your different alcohol techniques, you know, with all the inks, so many things that you can be doing.
Yeah.
So it's always worthwhile. If you've got colours you like, it's always worthwhile just getting the re-inkers, even if you don't need to re-ink your classics.
No, we can still use them elsewhere, can't you?
You can always use them elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly right.
But the reason, obviously, I got onto that is because all of my tri-blends, these ones are all brand new, nice and juicy, because I used mine so much.
Juicy.
Juicy.
Just to say, I know you're a big fan of the old paper library. Rianne has just said, I bought 3 of the paper libraries. They've got like 150 sheets in, I think, haven't they?
There are lots, yeah.
And it kind of covers 12 by 12, and it covers pretty much all seasons and celebrations and birthdays. And I know there's a Halloween section in there.
Yes, there is.
There's a St. Patrick's Day, there's a celebrations, there's
and I've got a couple, and going on what I said there a moment ago, one of them I got from the company, and 2 of them I bought myself. Yeah. I wish I'd kind of hung off for the price it is today, but do you know what? It was worth it at the time, even then. One of them, now I know this day and age, you know, important documents, we always tend to say keep them, you know, in something metal, you know, God forbid there's fire or anything like that. However, one of them I actually do use to store my hospital documents, my letters and that, because they've all got the dividers in them, I use them for things like that. And if I need to take them, because it sits in the cupboard, you know, the hospital phone or checkups, anything like that, I just take it out with the handles, and now I've got my certain letters and other things, not just hospital things, in that divider as well. So, you know, they're useful for other things, not just your papers.
Must say as well, good morning to someone called Michelle McCarthy, who's just messaged saying, morning everyone, I'm late again as usual. Good job you're never late for the shows, Michelle, when you're on,
No,
isn't
I
it,
know,
really?
just as well.
We'll let you off being late on the socials. It was lovely to see Michelle the other day. She was in on the day, was that the day you came back? Was that last week or the week before?
A week past Tuesday, yeah. She came in with chocolates.
She brought chocolate. She brought me a bag of Haribo as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was lovely. Lovely to see her.
Do you know what's lovely? Because Michelle's, well, just and kind of still is now celebrating her 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, just past a year, isn't she?
And whenever she comes in, it's like her first day every time.
Yeah.
You know, we all love it here, but what I mean by that is Michelle, she'll still say to me, and she'll say to Debbie, she'll say to you, gosh, I can't believe I get to work with you. You know, it's a lovely thing to say, but even a year on in, she just loves being here and loves doing what she does for you guys as well. So I think she's still got a giveaway going on.
She has got a giveaway going on her Facebook page. If you want to jump in and check out her page at Michelle McCarthy CC. Yeah, like you say, she is so excited every time she comes in. Let's say a year. I mean, it fades after about 2, the excitement. He's not reacting at all. I didn't get the reaction I wanted there. No, it's always exciting to come in, and it's always fun to come into Crafters TV, whoever we're working with. I'm looking forward to working with Michelle on October the 31st, which of course is Halloween, because yesterday we were chatting about whether or not we're going to dress up.
Oh, yeah.
And we've decided we are, and we're going on an Addams Family theme.
Awesome.
So I'm going to be Gomez. Michelle's going to be Morticia. What did else say? So George is going to be Uncle Fester, because he's in the gallery. And Jamie's going to be Pugsley.
Oh, brilliant.
Tracy would have to be
Tracy.
Wednesday. Did you say Tracy can be Tracy? Oh, you can tell she's not in today. John's going to be Lurch. Did you hear that? He just went, I can hear you. No, your line is, you rang.
You rang. It's like one of those comedy shows where you just hear from the other room, isn't it? I could hear you.
I could hear you. But yeah, we'll definitely get dressed up.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I know, well, obviously I'm not in that day because it's you and Michelle, but I did, Johnny, in the old studio.
For Halloween?
When producer Laura worked here.
What did you dress as?
And she dressed me up as Dracula.
Oh.
I've still got that photo, of course. Must dig it out because she done an incredible job.
Of what, dressing you up?
Dressing me up, yeah. Oh. Makeup and everything. She sourced the outfit, the lot. She's done an awesome job.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that photo.
Yeah, I need to dig it. And actually, she's done a time lapse of it as well. Set her phone up. Yeah.
Oh, for her putting the makeup on?
Yeah. Yeah, not me dressing. I'm just, I'm thinking for the Gomez, whether or not I go for an actual real moustache or get a stick-on one. But I'm thinking of growing one again for Movember. Can you believe, what? I know I'd have to shave it off again before the tour. Although there's nothing to stop me having a moustache on tour, is there? No, you can. I could go into Movember with a moustache. Yeah.
Can you believe it's nearly a year since we did that?
I can't believe
and raised all that money thanks to you guys donating.
Absolutely.
It was unbelievable, wasn't it?
And yeah, absolutely. Thanks to all you guys for donating, but of course, thanks to you and John and Jake and who else was doing it as well? Johnny.
Johnny.
Yep.
Who else did it? Joe.
Joe. Yep.
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah. Adam. Yeah.
Yeah. Charlotte done it too.
George had a go. George kind of joined a little bit later on. Nicola says she's going to join in this year. That'll be good. Oh dear.
Oh, brilliant.
Craig, James says, what colour are you using for the berries? Because that looks amazing.
So that is our dark red blend. So once again, I'm going to leave it here and bring in the one that I'd done the other day just to show you. So here we go. This is the finished one. That is the finished one that we could see there. And I used in total dark red blend, ice grey blend, earth brown blend, dull green blend, sorry Nicola, dull green blend and light green blend. That's what I used for these. I also used my, it wasn't my white gel pen from the Academy of Colour. No. This is just my one, but you can use your white gel pen from the Academy of Colour. And that is what I've done to create that one.
Marvellous.
And then what I'm going to do, I've got bits and pieces already cut here, but let's show you just quickly what we can then be doing. I love these dies, seasonal foliage elements. Absolutely love these, Ben.
Oh, very quickly, Linda Warren says, what cardstock were you just using then?
Nina cardstock.
Yeah.
Nina cardstock for that colouring, yep. And it'll be the same, although it'll be on the product list for the craft along. That is also what we will be using too.
So. Oh, and one more question. Good questions this morning. LA Price says, good morning. Can you tell me what ink you used for stamping?
I did. It was rustic brown alcohol ink.
Yeah.
So rustic brown, you've got your alcohol in the title, but you've got your alcohol pen in it. You can use Pebble, Noir Black, Flagstone if you want. But I think rustic brown and pebble, they both work really well for this 'Tis the Season collection.
Yeah.
Having that natural feel to it.
Loving these questions. Keep them coming.
Keep
These
them
are good.
coming in.
What we're here for.
So what we've got here is we've got all these elements. Now, to save spending ages with my embossing mat, Ben, what I'm doing is I'm going to go in, I'm slotting it back in, and then I'm going in with my ball tool.
Oh, good idea.
And I'm just going to squiggle over the back. And then that's then going to push. And it's a bit harder for you to see, but that pushes the detail through. Instead of having to run it through with your embossing mat every single time.
Yeah.
Do the same with the holly. So I'm going to go in, as if you're following one of our scoreboards. You're just following that detailed line on the back.
That's such a good idea.
So you're pushing it through.
Yeah.
And then what we've got, so we've got raised detail
I've never seen that done before.
in the holly.
That's such a good idea.
It's just, it's handy, and it's a little bit of a time saver as well. So we've got that one, and we've got bits and pieces here. So let's take these ones, can pop them ones there, could pop them ones there. I don't know what I've done. Oh, here we go. What I've done as well, Ben, and I've already done these, but I'll show you briefly. Instead of using gems or pearls, which you can do, I've taken some of my Nouveau drops. This one was, or is, red berry. So I don't think this is in stock anymore, but it was one that Jodie brought to us previously.
Have a look.
And all that I'm going to do, I'm going to get that going, and then I'm going to do, this is where you just need to let it sit. So I'm going to let it sit, and then let that dome itself.
So do those dry sort of solid and raised?
They do.
Yeah.
So think of them as our glossy highlights,
Yeah.
but with colour. And for me personally, I would say leave them about an hour for you to then craft away with it. But of course, as always, leave it 24 hours so that you can then actually post it to the recipient.
Yeah.
Just be careful you don't pop your finger in it.
Don't do that.
Move that to the side. And then what we can then start to do is we can assemble this card with bits and pieces. So I've taken a piece of my card. This was from the 12 by 12. It's a little bit larger than 6 by 6.
Yeah.
See what else you've got within your stash that you could use. Or what you can do is extend some of your 6 by 6 paper pad.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You might have a little join in it.
Yeah.
But you know what? You know, the eye's going to be taken away from your join.
And depending on where you put your join, you can potentially cover
Of course you
the
could.
majority of it anyway, couldn't you?
Put a little bit of ribbon or something
Yeah.
through it, or just cut a border or something like that. You can easily use it.
I'll tell you what, I know you said you were a big fan of those foliage dyes. Everyone agreeing. Lynn says that she loves them, and Jane says the foliage in this collection is beautiful. She said, I've used mine to cut sugar paste for
Right.
Christmas cakes.
Wow.
So that's quite a nice idea, but obviously if you're using dyes to do that, make sure you get like a second set. Don't like cross-contaminate, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. Keep it separate. I would also have separate plates, just for food.
As in?
As in cutting plates.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as in cutting plates.
Yeah.
So a separate, sorry Ben, yeah, a separate set of dies and a separate set of plates for cutting icing.
That's a good idea. Health and
something along
safety
those
and all
lines.
that.
That's it. Bit of watercolour card, multi-purpose card. I've die cut using our stitched edge oval,
Yep.
which was 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the 5th one in, and a little bit of grasshopper with the die in place. I've gone all the way round, and that gives me a faux matte layer that we can see here. And then all that I need to do is bring in our stamp from this May the Magic of Christmas. So it's not that one, it's from the other one. And I'm going to stamp that into the centre, and then we can assemble it.
Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. It's very busy. Lots of you watching right now. Really busy on the comments, really busy on the viewers. The paper pad is very, very busy. Oh, in fact, the 6x6 is now limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means
soon won't be seen.
We've got we had low double figures, now even lower double figures of this one. It's the reason we didn't put it in the bundle, because it would just have sold the bundle out, you know, potentially by the end of the show. These are flying. If you want to get them, no kidding, you've got to get it. You've got to get it. People multi-ordering these. The 12x12 gone, 6x6 you can still get. £4.79, $7.96.
I'm using it in my second demo of 'Tis the Season in Wake Up Call.
Okay.
And if it goes, I'm still using it. And you may potentially kick yourself if you miss out.
Yeah.
So
you don't want to be
kicking
yourself.
Kick yourself.
I don't want to kick myself. I've already been hit in the eye this morning from someone on the other side of the studio. He hit me in the eye. You'd have to watch the socials, right, Craig, to see that?
Absolutely. Something we were having a laugh and a joke about actually happened when Caitlin was filming us doing some social content.
We were doing our usual sort of tomfoolery, you know, to talk about the day, and it was one of those, oh, if you do that, you know, it's going to end in tears. And we were like, no, it'll be fine. And it nearly did end in tears.
It nearly did, with you in tears.
He hit me in the eye. It was very malicious it was as well. He went like that, right in the eye.
Oh, you were stealing my...
Thunder?
Yeah.
He said, take that. Comes across as this, you know, nice, lovely Scotsman, you know, hotty Scotty. Oh, isn't he lovely? Oh, and he gets a temper on him. Tell you what. Oof.
I do love a Glaswegian kiss.
By the way, I'm joking. If he's the loveliest man. He is the loveliest man in the world ever. He would never hurt a fly. He is brilliant. He is so great. Vote for him for Crafty Man of the Year. There is still time to vote. Just go to our socials. He is the best, and he has the most personality of all the men in craft. That's why you should vote for him. Is there still time to vote?
Yeah, I think it closes soon though.
It goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Let it go on. Let it go on. I suppose it takes a long time for them to count. You've got to vote for this guy if you haven't. Honestly, I truly mean that. He's the best. He's the best. And in my eyes, better than all the rest. He's simply the best. Down, down, down. Better than all the rest. Yeah, so please. He's got to win it this year. If he doesn't win it this year, I'm going to be marching up to wherever the...
I'm telling you, if Dan Bancroft wins this year, that's it.
Well...
He will be getting a Glaswegian kiss.
Yeah, if he wins this year, I'm unfriending him.
Mm-hmm.
No, I love you both, but...
I know.
Love you more.
Nigel May won it last year, yeah. We are... We both know Dan really well.
Yeah, and Nigel.
And Nigel, yeah. Nigel's not up this year, strangely.
No, he isn't. He had his turn last year.
Yeah.
Love you, Nigel, if you're watching. No, he won't be.
He's on the other channel.
He's on the other channel.
Yeah.
That other one.
The not as fun one.
Oh, dear. Feisty this morning, feisty.
Crafters TV is where you get the fun and laughter, giggles, inspiration. Oh yeah, and crafting.
Entertainment and education here on Crafters TV. You got car advice last night as well. We had Car Fest, yeah. We had the motorbike advice. We've had gardening tips over the years. Pet tips with Debbie Fisher. Don't use any of those. So many. And look at this, fantastic crafting too.
There we go. So done a 5x7 tent full card, using the card, obviously it's just sliding on my glass mat, but using some of these foliage embellishment dies that we can see here. How lovely is that, just to bring it up. Layers brought up with foam pads, keep it flat if you want to, but keeping in mind the foliage dies will give you dimension if you choose to keep the other layers flat. It's up to you. But there's one using 'Tis the Season.
It's a lovely set as well, and actually those foliage dies, which a lot of you are cooing after, great for kind of your autumnal cards as well. And I say that because today is the autumnal equinox, which Nicola mentioned to me before. So it is meteorological autumn at the start of September, but today is the autumnal equinox. So we are officially in the first day of autumn. So if you're looking for some sort of autumnal crafts, maybe you can mix some of those in with your the Autumn Blessings collection as well. It's this nice kind of cross-matching between those collections. Michelle just says, OMG, Craig, I never thought to do that with the embossing. See, this is why I tune in all the time. I'm always still learning from you guys. See, our guys learn from each other.
Well, the amount of things I learned from Corin the other day.
Yep.
You know, it was incredible. A couple of months ago, when I worked with her, before actually I went off, done a launch show, and she explained about breaking the frame, as if you frame your cards with your matte and layer dies, and it was just mind-blowing, mind-blowing.
Sarah Brown, hello Sarah, says, I've loads of the Nouveau drops. Great idea, Craig. You are brilliant. He is. Jennifer Joseph just saying, I've just bought my paper pad. Get those as a matter of urgency. If you do want the tri-blends, by the way, we do have 2 sets available for you. For those of you who are asking about the red that Craig was using, the dark red blend is in the Essentials set. So this just shows you everything that you're going to get in your collection. It's 24 pens, but don't forget you're getting the light, the mid and the dark blend in each of those 3 colours. So allowing you to, really colour with confidence. Have a play with these. If you're new to kind of blending with colours, you've got everything that you need here to really become very good at it. And like we said, if you just get these initially and you start colouring off with one colour, that's absolutely fine. Start blending with these as you go. You don't have to use all the colours and all of the blends straight away. And the other thing to mention, as we always do, there's so many tutorials out there right now on our website, on YouTube, across Facebook. Check out the Colour Me Happy shows. So much when it comes to colouring. So grab these, give these a go. That's your Essentials blends. £51.19 or $76.77 if you're platinum. We've also got the deep blends as well for you in the tri blends. So once again, 24 pens in total, 72 colours though, really, because you're getting all of these different colours, 3 blends per pen. And again, you're going through your magentas, you've got your dusty purple, corals in there, you've got your browns and yellows and tans, a whole selection of colours again. With that £16.23 discount today, taking you down to £51.19 if you're platinum, or $76.77. Let's give you a little time to check out your baskets, because of course today not only do we have the craft along coming up at 2 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern, we've got a fantastic cart load coming up. It is cart load tonight, Craig's cart load. So we're going to be looking at that, previewing some of his top picks, because he's got some hot picks. The hottie Scotty's got some hot picks in his cart load. So we'll be looking at a few of those in just a few moments time. Right now though, we'll give you time to check out, and whilst we're doing that, we're going to find out a little bit more about some of your favourite crafters here at Crafters TV. Our craft experts come from all over the UK to HQ up in the northeast, and here they are telling you a little bit about where they're from and what it's famous for.
I'm originally from London, so Stoke Newington I was born and bred, and loved London. I mean, I love London now, something really magical about being in the capital. Grew up in Norfolk, loved it. The countryside, the scenery, it was very green and just beautiful and picturesque. I now live in Bedford, which is brilliant for work and life, because I feel like Bedford is sort of central to all these places around us, so I get to see so many different places. It's just great to be there.
So I live in Barnsley. And I say a town, it's a town in South Yorkshire. And South Yorkshire's a gorgeous place. Barnsley in particular, I love. It gets a lot of flack, but it's a really beautiful, picturesque place to live, especially because there's lots of green places around there, lots of lovely parks and things like that, but it is a gorgeous place to live. Elthicka, neighbouring village to us, which is just full of history, and I love going there ever such a lot. Famous, what's it famous for? Oh, the most famous thing I can think of is a film called Kes. A local author called Barry Hines, who lived in Oiland Common, made a very famous film called Kes that is well known from where I am, and actually filmed literally around the corner from where I live.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, Each Pokey tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set, so you'll never be without one. So get your Pokey tools while you can. Check out our Crafter's Companion website and stock up.
My name's Michelle and I am the newest craft expert. My crafting journey began just after I had my daughter Alice, so she's 14 now. Long story short, I suffered with postnatal depression. My husband sort of noticed, took me to the doctors, and of all things, the doctor suggested colouring. Said it's so mindful, really helps. So anyway, my husband had noticed that I discovered the craft channels. Went out one day, came home with an amazing little craft kit for me, and that is where my addiction began. But one of my main inspirations is actually going onto our pages on Facebook, Instagram, and seeing what everyone else is making with the same stuff that we're making. As cheesy as it's going to sound, Debbie Robinson, Debbie Fisher, those are 2 of the main people that I watched a lot of. They are all so inspirational. Okay, so I absolutely love everyone that I work with. I don't have a lot of juicy gossip that I can share, but I will say Debbie Robinson is exactly what you see on screen. She is a laugh a minute. She is exactly what you see. So, you know, you think, oh, did they put it on for the camera? They don't. Debbie Robinson is definitely Debbie Robinson. And I love her, and she really does say all the time, what am I like? So other than crafting, I just love being at home with my family. I know that sounds cheesy, but my husband is the most amazing support for me. My kids are fantastically weird, odd, crazy, but perfect. But at the minute, I'm very focused on my health, so I'm exercising a lot. So I would say, other than craft, which takes up 23.5 hours a day, that my health and lifestyle, I think you would say. So I've had a few cards published in a couple of magazines as designer for the day. So that was sort of a really big deal for me. I loved it. And then I got accepted onto the Crafters Companion design team. Oh my God, the whole world could hear me scream with excitement. And then I got the call to come up and try out for this job. It is by far the most amazing, exciting thing I have ever done, and it's been life-changing.
That's Michelle McCarthy, that is. She's one of our craft experts, she is. She's watching, she is.
She is.
And little birdie tells me, so she was obviously talking about her health there in that particular video. She's been doing a charity event recently to raise money for diabetes. And little birdie tells me, Birdie Johnny, that she's done 1 million steps. She was trying to do 1 million steps for charity. She's done it. And I know a lot of you guys sponsored her as well, so that is amazing. Well done, Michelle. Whoop, whoop.
Awesome.
So get on over to her page. Get on over to her page, congratulate her, and join in her little giveaway. It was all the walking from here back to the craft house when it was still light at night, so we'd walk all the way back.
That's incredible.
It's about 4 or 5 miles, isn't it?
Something like that.
It's a long old way.
Yeah.
So goodness knows how many pairs of trainers she's got through over the course of the last few weeks, but well done. I must just mention as well, this has made me laugh. You know, we talked a few moments ago, it's the autumnal equinox today, so September the 22nd. I'm just looking through some of the other national days today. So Car Free Day, apparently. It's Dear Diary Day, National Ice Cream Cone Day, and it's also National Elephant Appreciation Day from the man who squashed an elephant just a few months ago. Oh dear. Oops. I've got a feeling that video is going to resurface onto the socials in just a little while. But anyway, let's get talking about what's coming up later on. Cartload, Craig's Cartload. So a 2-hour show with lots of great deals, and you've handpicked well, 5 items, haven't you? 5 hot picks.
I have indeed, absolutely, picked them myself. So what I managed to do is have a look, get some what I think are really good ones and put them in a collection. So this one here, this is Craig's hot pick. This is the Embossing, hot pick. It says 3-piece collection, which, yes, technically it is, but let's have a look and see.
Okay.
We have got our swirling lace.
I knew you'd pick one with a swirl in it.
Swirling lace,
Yeah.
3D embossing folder. And you're going to be getting your fancy floral wreath 3D embossing folder.
Yeah.
And
No way.
managed to put the mix and match embossing folder craft kit in.
That's,
So,
220 pieces plus 222 pieces.
plus these two.
That's worth 25 quid in its own.
I know, £20 or $30 today. That's why this one is a hot pick.
That is hot.
What I also done, I spoke very nicely to John and Tracy, who looked out some finished samples just so that I can show you some of the things that you can be doing. I'm going to do a very quick demo next when it comes to these folders. Once I've gone through these bags here that are my hot picks, all of these that you can be making. That is a full craft kit, so you've got your folders, you've got your sentiment stamps, you've got your cardstock, you've got your papers, you've got everything that you would know and love already from a craft kit. But that is my first hot pick, which comes to embossing. So that's embossing. He's on fire.
He is hot.
Feeling hot.
Yes, Ned, you got another one?
I do. What one do you want to see next, John?
Oh,
Johnny?
Stampin' Dies.
Stampin' Dies. Right. Here we go. We have got, thanks, balloon font. Managed to put these ones in. So this one, you've got 6 elements in here. So everything I'm showing you, £20 or $30. We've gone in with Garden Party 10 elements in this one here.
Yeah.
I've even found our bear peekaboo.
Oh, peekaboo.
Now, just to say, instead of having to take brand new unopened ones from our warehouse,
Yeah.
Tracy has looked these out from us, so that's our packaging. But you get all of these I'm showing you, 13 elements.
Wow.
What about your Love Gatefold?
Oh, love
5
those.
elements.
Yeah.
Pop that one in. And one of my absolute favourites, Connecting Sentiments, Celebrate. Managed to put that one in as well. All of that is your Stampin' Die Cut, £20, $30. Platinum, however, £16, $24.
That is hot.
Very quick few things that you can be making so that you've got a good few ideas to kickstart. Use some of your cardstock, use some of your papers.
These are brilliant deals.
Lots and lots
Oh, look
of
at the
fun.
bear.
I did try really hard. A couple of things I had to twist some arms, but tried really hard to get some of these as my hot picks that we can see here. So that is number 2.
Wow.
So let's pop this one to
Is
the
there
side.
another hot pick?
Got another one. This one, potentially one of my favourites
Yeah.
because it's Create a Card. So we've got our panel die. So we've got our panel die. So you've got 2 dies within this one, the decorative and also the outline. So cut in, cut out. We've also got, which just launched last year,
Yeah.
was the pop-out Snowflake.
So
We've
gorgeous.
got that one there.
Yeah.
And that not that long launched, you can see here your wonderful woodland there. So that one there, this one alone is worth £20, £20 or $30 for all 3.
That is hot.
Let's have a look at some of the things you can be making with
Wow,
these
this
ones
is
here.
amazing.
Using your papers, using your inks, using your nesting dies, cutting straight in.
That's gorgeous.
What about the snowflakes?
Oh,
Elongate them.
yes.
Pop
Doubled
them
up.
out. Double. On the front there, snip out, pop out. All of these that you can be making as well. So that was my 3rd one.
You
What
got another
fourth?
one?
Got another one. Edgeables. So we've gone in with All My Love.
Oh, my love.
Edgeable. Look how full, look how big, look how detailed that is. All My Love. What about another one? We've got Congrats, you did it.
You did it.
We got another cracker of a hot pick within this one here.
We did.
This one is our Edgeable. What about 8 die set? That one is worth £17 or $22. All three of these ones, £20, $30, platinum price, £16, $24.
That is hot.
Let's have a look at a few things that you can be doing with these ones. Because you've got the borders, you've got all the different options that you can be doing. But what about the edgeable sentiments? You've got the top fold, but you've got your cut-ins as well. Lots of things that you can be doing with them. So that's 4 of them. Want a
These
fifth?
prices are amazing. How have you wangled this?
You want a fifth?
There's not another one,
I've got
is there?
another one.
Are you joking
Could
me?
not have one without, you know what I'm like? I'm an adhesive geek.
You are an adhesive geek. I always say that about you.
We've got an adhesive one. Everything I'm away to show you, £20, $30. These are all standalone adhesive items we sell, no problem, day in, day out, full price.
Yeah.
I've got this one in. Double-sided adhesive sheets. We're going to be using that in Craft Along later on. You've got a full pack, 6 A4 sheets. What about a straight tape runner? We've just got them back in stock. I didn't think they would allow me to pop one in. They've allowed me to do it. Tacky glue.
Always handy.
Pop into your little applicators. So we've got our tacky glue. Our 3-pack of our low tack tape. And the one thing I was told no.
Right.
And I was told no a second time.
Right.
And then I've even got an email saying I was told no.
Uh-oh.
And then I got a yes.
Oh.
A relatively new 3-pack of our Stays Sticky glue pens. We've got our fine, we've got our chisel, we've got our bullet. That one there is worth, you ready for that?
How much?
That one is worth £10 alone for that, $12.
Wow.
All of it, £20 or $30.
That is hot.
So
Mate, that's
my
amazing.
That is another cracker. So yes, I managed to get that tape pen in. Did not think after, well, it was the 4th time I was told yes to have those glue pens in that last one there. So all of these ones, £20, $30, or platinum price, £16 or $24. You take your pick, what one you want. You might want to go for a couple, that's entirely up to you. But we've got, I like to think I've got a nice selection in each of these hot picks.
Absolutely, and you guys know, right? You know the game. You might not know if you're brand new. We preview these on the wake-up call shows ahead of Cartload because Cartload can be carnage. It can get so busy, and whenever we have goodie bags, particularly ones that are priced like this, they disappear. And no word of a lie, we've done shows like this before where we've previewed goodie bags in wake-up call, and they're gone by the time we've got to Cartload. So if you see any of these, you fancy any of Craig's hot picks, buy them now. Do not wait till later on because I know what will happen. Things will sell out and I don't want you to be disappointed. So grab them. Lynn says, wow, great bargains. Wendy Meyer says, I want those pens so much. Brilliant design. Pick them up because they are hot. And Rachel just says, I just looked at the price of these goodies and in big block capitals, wow, 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 wow. There's 5 of them. Pick the one which you love the most, maybe go for a couple. If budget allows, go for 3. You're getting some absolute bargains. Look at the price that you're saving and look at the price that you're paying. Just £16, $24 for those hot picks. 5 of them to go. And by the way, so many more goodies coming up for you later on Cartload. We've got 50% off deals, 65% last chance section. We've got 70% off deals for you as well. It is going to be an unbelievable show later on. Get those deals right now. And also don't forget to hit the shop the day button, shop the show if you want to just check out Cartload particularly to get all of those deals before we get to them later on. Right, keep the comments coming through. Let me know which bags you're going for, which of the hot picks is your favourite, which is the hottest. Annie says Craig is on fire with those hot picks. He is. Rachel, hello Rachel, says those glue pens are great for when you're adding glitter details to your Christmas cards. Perfect. Rachel of the radical variety. Yes, radical Rachel. And oh yes, congratulations, Rachel, on the little one, by the way. That's from all of us, but particularly Nicola, who just said congratulations on the bye-bye. Bubble and Squeak says, Craig, you have great taste and your picks are hot. Have you got a demo now?
I do indeed, yeah. Going to do a demo with the embossing folder. What I'm also going to use as well, absolute last chance across on our website. We'll go from up above, it's easier for you to see there. So there's very, very, very few. This is our interchangeable sentiment, Regal, 65% off, £5.24 or £5.93 across on our website. I'm going to use that. The other thing I'm going to use as well, also last chance, I've tried to bring them in, Sarah's Signature Vintage Butterfly A4 pearlescent cardstock. You're going to save 30% off. It's all on the website,
yes.
Last chance. It's a full pack, so just to let you know. Also to let you know, it's £10.49 or £13.96 in case you want to know.
Good knowledge.
Right, let's take a piece of that pearl card from the Sarah's Signature Vintage Butterflies. Anything like that you hear me say, for me personally, I would suggest Shop the Day. Have a look on Shop the Day.
Yeah.
You're going to find in there. But it's not A3, it's 3D. So, base cut and plate, plastic magnetic. We're going to run that one through. Now, as that comes out here, we've got some Centura pearl. So
yes.
We've actually got some on the show, Centura
do.
pearl, you might want to use. But look at that. Embossing, I'm not doing any inking, nothing whatsoever. This is the swirling lace from my embossing folder hot pick on the screen right now. But as Nicola says, you don't need to do anything else to it. You can if you want, but you don't need to. And then what I'm going to do is let's take this die set, because I'm going to incorporate it, so let's do a little bit of quick cutting. Also from Sarah's Vintage Butterfly collection is the cardstock, and I've got a little bit of this peach. Let's go in with Thank You. If you're new to these ones, they're interchangeable because you can either have the sentiment saying thank you, you can either have just for you or miss you. But as I say, these are absolute minimum stock, last chance across on our website. But I thought I would sneak them in for you.
Radical Rachel just says, thank you everyone, and thank you Nicola. Nicola says, you are welcome. And Joe Holtzer says, good morning, crafty friends. Good morning to you all. If you have just joined us, welcome along. We're an hour into our preview show. Craft Along coming up for you later on in just a couple of hours' time. It is the season. We're looking at Craig's hat picks right now.
Hat picks.
Ahead of his cartload. How many cartloads have you officially had, been your cartloads? You've had 2 or 3 now?
2 or 3, yeah.
I was promised my own cartload quite a while ago, and it's never materialised.
Does it not?
No. If you'd like to see a Ben's Bonanza cartload at any point, do fire it through in the comments, and I'll pass it on, to those.
Have a Ben one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want 3 hours. Just a couple of hours to start with, and I could do the whole thing where I go down to the warehouse and pester everybody and pick out the deals and
You could do.
Huh?
You could do. You could do that. That'd be interesting. Yeah.
I think it'd be good. Ben's Black Friday one. Johnny's just said.
I know someone you don't.
What do you know?
You won't be doing a Black Friday one.
Hang on a minute.
Sarah's not pulled rank.
Hang on a minute.
I've not pulled rank.
Oh.
But I am on it.
What date is that?
Towards the end of November.
It's obviously a Friday, right?
Certain mischievers might be doing it. Pair of us together. Mm-hmm.
You and Leanne?
Yep.
A Black Friday Bonanza. So I can't do that one.
No. Just saying.
Ben's Bank Holiday Bonanza.
Bonfire night.
What day's bonfire night?
5th of November.
Well, I know that. What date? What is it? A Saturday.
Oh, it's actually a Saturday.
I could do it on the Oh no, it's not. Oh no, I'm looking at September. What month is it again? November. Remember. I could do it on the Thursday before.
There you go.
Ben's Bonfire Bonanza cartload.
Yeah.
Right. I'm putting it through.
Think of the amount of fireworks that's going to be on that show.
I like it.
Certainly going to be a lot of hot picks, isn't there?
No, that's your thing, isn't it?
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Look.
hot picks. Ben would definitely have the MIDI and the iris folding dies in his cartload show. I would.
Yeah.
I would definitely.
You could use your own MIDI for that, couldn't you?
Ben's brilliant bonanza bargain, says Michelle.
Yeah.
Alison says, I've just checked out the glue hot pick. I'm not risking it till later. No. Get whatever it is that you want. The glue one's going to fly.
Yeah, well, I'm using the small applicator you'll find on the website, but inside this, it is our tacky glue that I've got within this one here.
We've got the tacky glue with the free fine tip glue applicators on the Craft Along show, actually.
There we go.
So
You've
yeah,
got that.
those up.
But then what you could also do, like where I'm doing a drop shadow here, you could use your Stay Sticky pens in that as well. That would work for your embellishments as well. But that outer frame I've done in the green, I've used a bit of my own black, done a drop shadow, used the ivory for the decorative centre panel, and I'm using, thank you, the peach colour also from Vintage Butterflies, added my own black. That middle panel, Ben, what I've done is I've added a foam pad to the back, because even though these interchangeable sentiments, if you've got space to add height, why not do that?
Yeah.
It can look quite fun, and it creates its own natural drop shadow. So I'm going to pop that one into here. So this one, this is the one that I've just embossed. Nothing different apart from I've already popped my adhesive on the back. And similar actually, Ben, to that paper pad from 'Tis the Season. I tried to get the double-sided tape in the adhesive, but there's very, very little stock. If I put my double-sided tape in the adhesive pack, there would have been very little quantities of the adhesive hot pick.
Gotcha.
So I decided to take it out, and that's why I put the tape runner in instead.
Gilmore's mesmerised just watching you use the fine tip applicator. Super fast and efficient.
It is, and as I say, when you're doing your fine application of your glue, you don't need to go over every bit of detail. Do what I call a sketching. Just sketch over the back, because your glue spreads out as you press down. So therefore, you don't necessarily have to press. Larger card, 8x6 here, mats and layers, 1/4 inch apart from the black. That's just a fine matte and layer, of course. We've gone in with that one. Let's add another layer of foam pads so that you could see. That, unfortunately, was also another casualty. I couldn't put foam pads in, so that is why I put the double-sided adhesive sheets in. So in case you think adhesive, no foam pads, we don't have enough. So I put the adhesive sheets in instead. Let's pop that one on, and then to finish, I've just taken a hand tie bow that I've already done. Let's pop that to there.
How great does that look?
And that embossing
Super
folder.
swift.
So basically, other than the bow, it's all done from elements from throughout today. So that embossing folder is from my hot picks on the screen right now that you can see. Vintage Butterfly cardstock, very little left on the website. Interchangeable sentiment, very little on the website. Last chance, shop the day, but there we go, really lovely card there. And of course, you could change that sentiment if you're lucky enough to get it.
Just a lovely card, so achievable for everybody. Love the colours of it, and like Craig said, you know, you can pick up all of the items on the shows today to recreate that should you wish. The hot picks are very busy. They are hot, not surprised. This one's worth £38, $42. You're getting it for £16 platinum, or $24 if you're shopping in the US and you're a platinum member. That is your embossing 3-piece collection with the craft kit, of course, and those 2 embossing folders. That one is going to absolutely fly. I know it is. So many of you already jumping in and grabbing it. If you're after cardstock, we've got a lovely selection of your Centura Pearl cardstock, which is always very popular. 8 different colours. 10 sheets of each included in this bundle, and look at that. If you've never seen our Centura Pearl before, that is a tremendous shot just to show you the sheen that you get with this. So handy to work with as well. 300 GSM, and of course you're going to get 80 sheets, so 10 of each, 8 different colours in the green. You've got pale silver. I don't think we've got anyone. Are we doing the song, are we? We can only do the baby blue song if we have baby blue, and we haven't got that in this
Got baby pink.
collection. We do.
Baby pink.
Well, wait till I get it. Wait,
Sorry.
there. Hang on. Baby pink, do 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 do. Green, gold, do 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 do. Copper, do 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 do. Snow white with a hint of silver. And lavender, do 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 do. And cherry, do 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 do. That's the lot, do 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 do. £20 or $35.20 if you're platinum and you're shopping in the US. What a deal, do do. So yeah, you're getting all of those. It is in fact a star buy.
What?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. 20% off core product. Stop doing in my ear. You're going to get all of that for just that £20, $35.20 with a 20% saving. Another star buy for you, and I know this is flying. In fact, going so quickly because I've already seen messages of you guys actually multi-ordering this and multi-buying it on the website right now. He's picked it out because he absolutely loves it. It is the paper library with 150 sheets, Craig.
Absolutely, paper library. With all of this one here. Instead of, well, you could make paper roses from it, but it's a paper library. Paper library, 10 collections of paper inside with paper library and 10 collections of paper
With 150 sheets.
So it's 150 sheets in total.
Yeah.
And that's
15
cut down into 10 kind of mini collections inside.
Yeah.
So really strong, really sturdy. It's wipeable. You've got the logo, which means a lot to a lot of people. You know, I'm like that. You know, certain brands, I like that logo. You know, Coca-Cola, I like that. You know, when you like brands, you like logoed. You've got that with Crafter's Companion. Zip all the way round, top and side. 2 zips, so you can have them at each side. But you've got your dividers inside like an accordion.
It is.
Or the bagpipes.
The bagpipes?
Well,
Don't play the bagpipes like that.
No, more of the accordion.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you? So you've got loads and loads of space to break down any 12 by 12, 8 by 8, 6 by 6 offcuts if you want to, but you do have 10 mini collections already in here in total. That gives you 150 sheets. We've got new baby, we've got anniversary, we've got vintage, we've got traditional Christmas, we've got Halloween, we've got loads and loads and loads in here.
And you've got plenty of spare pockets for more papers.
Plenty of spare pockets as well. I don't think that all that are in here. You've even got your little tabs, so you can then label them at the top. And just to say, each collection does come with their own band around it, so that you know what it is. There's your autumn, fall, summer, spring, etc., etc. All of that is included. So not only are you getting the paper library, you're also going to be getting all of these papers as well. £45, $49.98. Platinum, however, is down to £39.20 or $43.20.
That's a half-price deal.
Yeah.
Much better than if you're platinum.
Yep. And you'll find when I post cards, finished samples that I've done on my social media, you'll see lots of people, you'll be seeing lots of my finished samples where I've said I've used the paper library.
Plenty more deals like that. Shine bright this September.
Like a diamond.
With up to 70% off a windfall of crafting goodies. Only a windfall of crafting goodies. Anyway, it's our end of summer sale. You'll find it on the website. Up to 70% off, and I know so many of you are shopping that right now. Just all you have to do is click on the website. The end of summer sale pops up. You click on it, and then you'll see lots of other little kind of doors there. You click on the doors, open the doors, and then you'll see the deals. We will be adding new deals through the event, which runs until midnight on the 2nd of October. So do keep coming back and having a look. Lots of people love that last card, Bubble and Squeak, saying, "Wow, Craig, so simple yet so effective and stunning." Anne says beautiful design and colours. Gorgeous card, Craig, says Pammy. And Gilmore says, that will be playing in my head all day now. Thanks, Ben and Craig. Gilmore, welcome. And Pammy says, what are you two like? I don't know. When we get together, you know, we just have a laugh, don't we? We have a bit of fun. Listen, when we come back, we are going to have a look at some more great deals for you. Cartload coming up later on. We've got the craft along, of course, in an hour and 3/4 time. If you've got any deals in your basket right now, head to the checkout, get them checked out, and we will come back. We're going to have a look whilst you are checking out at this next little video, which is all about unsung heroes.
Such a big team of people behind the scenes, and there's a lot going on to support our role on camera. But I think in this instance I'd probably go with Brent and Kelly.
I've got two in mind for this one, and this is definitely our lovely Brent and Kelly, because not only are they two loveliest people and funniest people, can I say, but they are the ones that keep me on track.
Part of their job, not the whole job, is to organise our schedule. Now, there are a lot of us at Craft Experts, as you know, you've seen us all on screen. So organising where we need to be at a given time is one heck of a task, and they do it seamlessly.
In terms of all of our TV scheduling, whether we're up here at Crafters TV or down at Redditch.
Like every month they send us our schedule as to where we need to be, when we're supposed to be on air, when we're doing other things. So yeah, I'd definitely give them a shout out, because I think, you know, that behind the scenes work doesn't often get credited there.
But I love them dearly, and they are the my two unsung heroes.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part, and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. And for just $9.95 or £7.99, these Spectrum Noir acrylic pens can be yours today.
Hello everybody, welcome back. We have got just 40 minutes remaining on your Wake Up Call preview show. It's flown by. Such a busy day coming up today. Lots of you loving those new videos as well. Lauren just saying, I love the Unsung Heroes segment. Great job, Brent and Kelly. Always. Craft Along coming up at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 9 o'clock Eastern, and of course tonight everyone's looking forward to Craig's Cartload with his hot picks. Tss. They are flying out of the door. Let me just tell you, they are hot for a reason, because he's picked them and they are the hottest items on the show so far today. So if you fancy any of them, get them, we're just going to recap on a few. Actually,
Yeah.
the creator card collection, very popular.
Really, really popular. So we're going to have a wee quick look at it, then we're actually going to demo using the Snowflake, but in a completely different way. Here we go, hot pick. So you're going to be getting these three, £20 or $30. Now what you've got is you've got your panel die. Now with these ones here, you can cut in and you can cut out. Really, really handy, really, really useful. Tiny little flowers, you can just have them so it's kind of like cascading downwards if you want to. That's up to you. We've then got our scene. So this one here, you can create depth and dimension by using the scene elements here, 10 dies in total, and then manage to also pop in the pop-out snowflake. So that is the one that we are going to be using, but as I say, we are going to be using it in a completely different way. So all three of these ones, you're going to get platinum price £16 or $24. So let's dive in. I've taken a piece of the Centura pearl. This one here is the hint of silver that you were showing just not that long ago.
Yep.
And I'm going to take the snowflake pop-out die. Now it's got a light embossed line all the way down the centre. That's where you would potentially manipulate it to pop out. I'm not going to use it in that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up. Now you can do a pencil line if you so wish. I'm going to eyeball it the best I can so it's going to be as central as I can get it. And then we're going to run it through our Gemini Junior. What I've also done is I've taken a piece of pastel blue Centura pearl, which was actually from an A3 bundle that we've got coming up as well. So it is A3, but I've just trimmed it down to the size that I need. So I'll go over that in a moment. So let's take that one out here. So it is going to stay in place because the purpose of this is you would then fold all of these lines. We've popped actually the detail of the Centura pearl along the bottom. A3 card. It's a 3-pack. You're getting 65 A3 sheets of Centura pearl.
Yeah.
Works out, what's it, Ben, by two?
Buy two, get one free.
Yeah.
You get the pastels free, and you get your ivory, and you get your Snow White hint of gold.
So you've got lots within that one. And what I'm going to do here is a couple of bits I need to pop out. Now, the finished sample I have done, or one of the finished layers anyway, I've done a little bit of paper piecing. But during that break, I thought we can actually eliminate that step. Instead of die cutting this again into this navy blue, which isn't on the show, but it was from Winter Sparkle.
Oh, yeah.
In case anyone wants to know. And thought instead of die cutting it again and paper piecing, I thought what I can do is I can trim it a little bit smaller than this square, which is 5.5 by 5.5. And I'm not going to be manipulating this layer, so I am just popping my tacky glue all over the back. And then what I can do is if I pop that one over, it gives the impression of a paper piece. Doesn't really matter about the centre piece because it's going to be covered, but let's pop that one into place. So I'm going to pop it in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape. Of course, you could be using your tape runner.
Tissue tape?
Yep, this is the tissue tape. I should just say, we do have some on the website. I just didn't have enough to put it in the adhesive bundle. So I'm going to take these ones off. Equally, you could have used your tacky glue as well. So if I take these ones off here and popping it onto a piece of that baby blue or pastel blue Centura pearl, 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So we've got our nice pastel blue matting layer, but you've got that deep navy in the backdrop. So this one, once again, what we can then do is I can put my layer of tape, and the pearls that I'm using were actually ones from the Dreamies.
Oh, yeah.
And they are a real AB pastel blue. You'll see them just in a second. And the reason that I've used them is because you can you can see little score lines in centre bits. It's very, very little and it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
However, if it does bother you, all that you need to do is just go around with your tacky glue.
Yeah.
And I'm popping a tiny, tiny little bit where I see these little embossed lines here so that it eliminates them. I'm going to come in with some of these smaller petals that were from the Dreamies. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to pop them into position. So I just need to get it the right way. So let's take all of these ones. So
Just saying, not seen the Dreamies for a while. We have got some friends coming tomorrow though, haven't we?
I think it's Mark.
Visible
and
Image,
Helen,
isn't it?
yeah.
Tomorrow.
So I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh yes, because you're on, aren't you?
I am.
You and Becky.
Me and Becky.
Yeah. I'm in the box.
You're in the box tomorrow.
I am. Bossing you about.
So yeah, myself and Becky, we're going to be flip-flopping.
So who's hosting Wake Up Call? You?
Well, that's what I need to talk to you about, Ben.
Oh yeah, because I get to choose.
Is Becky demoing in Wake Up Call, or am I? Because I've got demos for Wake Up Call if I am. We'll discuss that later.
We'll not do the meeting now.
Well, no, not now, not live on air.
Later. But obviously she'll be doing softer side.
Yes. So she'll be doing softer side. I'll be presenting. Wake Up Call, we'll decide that later on.
Toss a coin.
And then she will be presenting the last show of the day because it's going to be our craft along for Christmas Nest and Dies.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I've lost one petal, but I'll just go with it. I'll fix that when I'm at home. And I'm going to take this one off with my tape. And then what I've done, using the Frosty and Bright collection, I've taken the beautiful bauble die, which is this one, and I've die cut this one that we can see here.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to go into the middle. And let's finish off. I'm not putting a sentiment. Don't feel I need one. Not every Christmas card needs a sentiment. But I'm going to put a bow into there. And a nice way to use the pop-out Snowflake, if you don't want to use it in the pop-out way, or if you find it a little bit difficult to do paper sculpting and that pop-out element, if you struggle, please don't think, oh, I can't use that die then. You absolutely can. You get that faint backdrop snowflake outline effect, but then it's nice and subtle, but you can still see it, but then you can layer up maybe your sentiments, your baubles, anything like that. So if you aren't one for pop-out elements that you struggle, please don't think that you can't use it. You can still use it on fronts of cards.
Very nice. And to think again that you're getting so much within the collections, within those hot picks for such a low price, £16, $24 if you're platinum. Grab those and don't miss it out, because I have a feeling a few of those are going to be disappearing before we even get to Cartload later on this evening. What time is the craft along for the West Coast? Says Crafty Angie. 6 a.m. will be the craft along. 'Tis the season, which we'll be looking at again in just a few moments' time. Hi to Trinkles, who says good morning from, so good morning everyone from Irene in Georgia. It says Trinkles, Garden and Home Life. Irene, hi Irene. Hi to Vicky, who says good morning Craig, Ben and everyone. And hi to Barb, who says good morning from Maryland. Now, as well as the amazing deals that Craig has got, the hot picks, we've also got some phenomenal deals on Cartload this evening, like these bad boys, the Everyday Hanging Ornament Collection, 24 dies in total. Can we just sit and appreciate the price that you're paying today on screen right now? If you're platinum, £11.60 or $15.60 for this amazing collection. This should be £50, $65. You're getting it all for £11.60 or $15.60 if you are platinum. It's a stunning collection. And what I love about this is the fact that you're going to get the worker die to be able to create the actual ornament itself, and then you get all of the decorative elements to go with this too. So it's a bumper collection, 5 dies in total here, which gives you the hanging butterfly, and then all of the decorative elements. So this one includes your cupcake, you've got your present in there, there's stars and sweets and balloons. I mean, again, these are beautiful sets that you can use outside of this actual collection itself, but the fact that you've got all of these different items that you can then hang within this collection just makes them suitable for all sorts of occasions. So birthdays and celebrations. We've even got all of the decorative elements there for a bit of a party with the cocktail glass and the umbrellas and the flowers in there. Once again, there's 11 dies within that collection. And then you've got the hearts as well. So loads of different ways to be able to craft with this. It's actually 24 dies in total for just £11.60 platinum. That's an amazing buy, always very popular. And I have a feeling if you've not yet got this collection, you will be snapping that one up today. Always hugely popular. Another set which I absolutely love, you know me, I love cards that do things, that have like kind of interest, things that pop out, things, you know, like this, which dangle and twirl. I also love our window reveal stamp and dies, which are on another amazing deal. If I just show you here what these are going to allow you to do, create the most fun cards ever with 2 different scenes. So here, look, you start off with your little birdie who's delivering the letter, and then we just pull, and all of a sudden, look, the letter's open, and it says, I'm thinking of you. Aww. Aww, I'm thinking of you, Craig.
Oh, I'm always thinking of you.
This one here, look how cute this is. Look at that. The boots, it's raining. Oh, it's a bit miserable, but then we pull. Sunshine and rainbows. Ooh. Sun's out. Sun's out. Comes out. Then, now this is my favourite. You've got the squirrel there. He's burying his nuts, isn't he? And then what he's going to do is he's going to wait for the rain, and then look what happens. From mighty acorns, big trees grow, or something like that. That's the saying, isn't it? How cool is this, though? Like, you're going to be able to do this, no problem out at all. Let me just show you one more, which I absolutely love. Look at that. Little caterpillar, like, crawling along under the... underneath the little flower, and then you pull. Oh, it's just got caught on a bead. Turns into a butterfly. Literally the cutest thing. And here's the thing, actually, that you obviously, I'll show you everything that you're going to get. You get the worker dies, you get all the stamps in there, but you can, if you're clever, put your own little drawings on these. It reminds me a little bit. Remember when you were at school and you used to write in the bottom of your book, and you used to do little scenes, and you flick through it, and then you get all the characters moving.
Oh,
Did anyone else do that? It reminds me a bit like that, but you could put photos in there potentially if you wanted to. You get a lot, basically. That's the reveal, the setup. So you get all of the dies in there to be able to create the little pocket. And then the different scenes, and then the pulley sort of action there as well. So you've got everything you need to be able to create the actual action of the picture changing. And this one also comes with the stamps and dies for the little birdie, which I showed you first up. So that's the first collection. This is a phenomenal buy. It's worth over £50, over $60. You're getting it for £16.80, $22 today. This one here, you're going to get another 12 stamps and dies within this collection. So that's the one I showed you with the little caterpillar who turns into a butterfly, called Reveal the Butterfly. Then you've got the squirrel. Again, there's another 12 elements within this one. Reveal the mighty oak, which is cute. I think, did I show you them all? There's one I didn't show you. This one here is Reveal the rainbow. So the little walking boots there. Pull the reveal, and you get that beautiful sunshine and rainbow. And then the other set you're going to get is this one here, which is Reveal the gift. And that one is actually the little present there. You pull that one up, and then a little balloon pops out of the box. So everything that you need. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it? 26 dies, 41 stamps. That is 67 elements in total for under £17 if you're platinum. I think that's my favourite buy of the show. Value for money wise, and the fun that you're going to have with that too. If you've got kids as well, they are going to love crafting with that. That is what I call Ben's hot pick. That's hacked. Oh, yeah, you forgot the catch line.
That's hot.
£16.80, 22 if you're platinum, all coming up for you later on Cartler, but grab the deals now because they're going to fly out of the door. Coming up for you on Craft Along is the 'Tis the Season collection. So this isn't the full collection that we launched a while back because I know a lot of the consumable elements did disappear. However, we've popped together a lot of the hardware within this set, which I'll show you now. This doesn't come with the paper pad. The paper pad that I showed you earlier on, I will give you the details on in just a second. We've got the 6x6 paper pad, but that is going to go because we're down to low double figures on that. Within this collection, for £62 and 2p or $77.12, you're going to get all of this. So plenty of stamp and die collections. You've got your Heaven and Nature Sing. Let heaven and nature sing, which is the gorgeous little robin within that wreath there. So again, you can just stamp this out and colour this in, and then just stamp a sentiment in the centre, or you've got the dies to be able to cut this out to create a little shaker if you wanted to be able to create a little aperture, however you want to do it. But you've got the stamps and dies to create something so super beautiful, which you have with all of these. This one is the Holiday Wishes with that red cardinal. Once again, stamp and colour or use the die to be able to cut it out. Doesn't that one look like Europe? Wishing you peace, love.
Can't see it really.
No. Peace, love and joy this holiday season. And you've also got in there, may the holidays fill you with joy. This next one here is called Christmas Blessings, which is the candles on the table decoration there. So you've got your poinsettia and your Christmas bells. Then you've got the one which Craig demoed for you a little bit earlier on, which is the wonderful time of the year with your pine cones and your jingle bells. And you've got a bit of mistletoe there as well. Does anyone still buy mistletoe? And like hang it up around the house?
Don't know.
You going to buy some mistletoe this year?
I don't see why not. Don't really need it now, but...
I walk around with a little hat on with some mistletoe around my house, but no, still don't get a Christmas kiss. No. Aww. Then you're going to get the Festive Friends. So this is one of the dies that we're going to be using in the Craft Along, isn't it?
It is indeed.
So cutting that out and colouring.
It is indeed.
Although you could paper piece as well, I suppose,
course you could.
if you wanted to.
Indeed.
But we're going to be colouring, indeed. Festive Foliage, which a lot of you have already said that you absolutely love, your seasonal foliage, that's called. You've got border dies in here as well. That, again, is absolutely beautiful. We've got creator cards in here, the Robin Redbreast, and then you're going to get a couple of embossing folders. Well, I say embossing folders. You've got this Flourishing Holly Corner here, which is a that 3D.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. 3D embossing folder. And you've also got the cut and emboss folder, which is your Yuletide frame. So plenty of goodies in there for just over £62, just over $77. Do not miss out. If you want the paper pad too, that is available for you individually. It's not in the bundle simply for the fact that if we popped it in there, the bundle probably will be disappearing before the end of the day because there's low double figures on here. Limited stock, as you can see. The 12x12 is gone, but the 6x6 is hanging on by a thread. If you want it, grab it. It's £4.79, $7.96 if you're a platinum member. So go before this one disappears. Right. We are going to go over to Craig, who has got, I guess this will be the final demo, isn't it?
It is indeed. It's going to be the final demo. It is going to be using that 6x6 paper pad, so you're going to see what I'm going to do with it. Very quickly, within 15 seconds, I've taken elements from Frosty and Bright. I want to show you how you can use this 'Tis the Season with a completely different colour change. That's the folder you've just seen there.
Yeah.
That was Pink Tulip Quick Dry. And again, a couple of sentiments that you can see here. So as I say, I'm not going to get time to do this demo, but look at that. Even die cut some of the, I think I have done a few bits. My intention was to do these ones just to the side, another couple as well. But you wouldn't necessarily think that that's come from a 'Tis the Season collection where it's been browns and ivories and greens and reds. So it just goes to show you can absolutely use them in different cardstock colours.
Amazing.
But here we go. Let's go in with our 6x6 paper pad. And I've taken this lovely wreath here with the robin. You've got the holly, you've got the berries, you've got the bells, you've got the jingly bells, you've got some ribbons, all of these ones are included as well. Now, what you will find is you'll get, it's either 4 or 6 of each design. I can never remember offhand. Let me just double check.
I think it's 6 of each, isn't it? One.
About 6.
Oh no. 3. You're getting 3 of each.
3 of each.
12 designs. Oh no, there's more of that one. Oh no, this pad's been eaten into.
That's what it is then. So what I've done here is I've taken my main square of it and I've popped a couple of gems in just to get started. Now this is where, if you love doing your fussy cutting, you can do your fussy cutting. So I've already done all of these bits. But what I wanted to show, if you're ever unsure, yes?
So it's 12 designs, 3 of each.
3 of each, perfect. Thank you, Ben.
Welcome.
If you're ever unsure as to where you're going to cut, for me, I'm free. I'm not going to cut into this one because I don't want to waste this one. But I freehand cut and I'll sit and I'll just follow the lines that I want to follow. If you're ever unsure, take a pencil line and give yourself a guide as to where you want to fussy cut. So work your way around, pencil or pen, and you're cherry picking sections as to what you're wanting to cut. So that being our main layer here. And then my first layer, what I've done is I've taken that full design of the robin and the holly with the berries and the pine cone that you can see here. So I've taken most of my backings off. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that into position. Now, still using that first sheet, what I've then done is I've also gone in with the bells. So that can then go into position here. And then also still with that first layer, what I've then done is I've gone in with some of these little acorns. We've gone in and popping these ones out. You can be as simple with your layers or as detailed with your layers, that's up to you. I'm going to take that one off, that one's there, and then that one's there. So that first layer, so to speak, that's all from one sheet. From the next sheet, what I've then done is I've gone down a little smaller in the design. So I've taken away the pine cones, the robin and the bells, and kept the holly with the berries. And also what I've done with that next layer down, I've gone in with just the ribbon and I've gone in with just these 2 bells.
Do you find it hard to know where to snip for each layer?
Not now because I do it that much.
Right.
But at first, if you do, that's how I would highly recommend go around with a pencil or a pen or something and visually look to see where you're going to cut. Because if you don't like it, just rub it out, start again. Whereas if you've already cut it out and you've made a mistake, then you can be like, I don't know where I'm going to go now.
Okay.
So going in with that one. So that was my second layer. My third layer, what I've done is I've only cut the berries that we can see here. And I'm going to position them ones into place. And I've gone with a little bit more detail of the bow, but only the top of the bow and then one of the bells. So as we're going, we're getting smaller and smaller. And last but by no means least, let's take one of the acorns. So I'm not building up all the acorns because I want different depths. So if I then lift that one up, you can see the depths that you're getting. Now you can use obviously your glue gel. Obviously I use my foam pads. If you don't like to see the white of the foam pads, what to do is just go around with your tri-blend or your classique with maybe a brown or something, round the edges. Let's do it actually. Round the edges, and then you're going to colour your foam pads. You're not going to really see them. So if you don't like the white, that's a way of doing it.
Such a great way, this little paper pad on its own, creating so many cards using this effect, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, and I know fussy cutting isn't everyone's cup of tea, but what you could do is if you like the look of pyramage or pyramide, what you can then do is come in with your nesting dies and then, you know, cut one square in one layer, the next layer get a smaller square, next layer smaller, start to build them up in those ways there. So what I've then done is, this was also from the original collection, and that was the linen cardstock. So you could be using so many of our 12 by 12 texture cards. And I've cut this red to 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. Don't want to waste this, so I'm going to gut it. Now, this isn't on the show, but it's brand new on our website from Violet Studio, our paper trimmer.
Yes, yes.
Which I absolutely love paper trimmers for doing the gutting out the centre of the cards.
Oh yes, makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
It does. Yes, you can use your matte and layer dies. Absolutely you can do. But for me, I find paper trimmers a lot easier. So, as I say, we don't have the details for the show because I've just quickly brought that in. But it is on the website and it's in stock because mine's just came
I
today.
suppose the benefit of using that is the fact that you can, obviously your matte and layer dies are going to cut certain sizes, aren't they? That you can obviously be more specific.
Absolutely, yeah. You can be more specific, as you say. And as I say, but I know this show isn't about the paper trimmer, but if you're using it to do your gutting, you've got all these measurements as well, and it's got an extendable arm. Check that out anyway on our website. And then what I'm doing is I'm just taking my matching layers and we're layering them together, taking my adhesive off. I've already done the same with the green, which was in the original collection too. 6 1/2 by 6 1/2. But you could be using your 12 by 12 sunflower collection if you want to, or your 8 by 8 block cardstock if you want to, or you can use your Centura Pearl. Also up to you.
I have a feeling now you've done this demo, more of these pads are going to fly out because there are so many ways to be able to use this. Well, do you want to know how many are left? I'll tell you. You have 40 chances left to buy this paper pad and it's sold out. And that's it then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. So if you have any kind of inkling that you would love this paper pad, please grab it. 40 chances, 39 chances make that now available for you to grab it. If you've got it in your basket, then make sure you get it checked out. If everybody who's watching the show decides right now that they're having this, everybody won't be getting it. So do it now.
And for me, it's a therapeutic thing to do. Yes, I love colouring.
Therapeutic?
Fussy cutting, it's
Oh,
very
yeah.
therapeutic. And yes, I go into all the nooks and crannies with my little snippy scissors. We actually had them on the other day as well.
The snips?
You don't have to, the snips, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can be really detailed in how much you snip out, or if you do like to fussy cut like I do and you want to go into all the nooks and crannies, then you can do, of course. But we're going to go in. Most wonderful time of the year.
It's very traditional, this card that you've made. It's sort of, I don't know, it takes me back to, I mean, not that I was there, but I don't know, it reminds me a bit of the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
That's no, I'm saying I wasn't there. I wasn't born in the Victorian era. Is that when that was set? I think it was, isn't it?
But yeah, you've got that feel to it. Circle nesting dies. I've gone in. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Rustic brown, alcohol proof. Just to say, that sentiment was actually from the stamp and die set we used earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And next size up, I've gone in with green here. So we're going to cut these ones out. We're going to finish it off. So let's take all of these ones here. So as that's cut in, I can show you, if you go back to the layers here, even when it comes to these berries right down into here, I've really, really gone into all these little nooks and crannies, whether it is from the berries or all the way around into the bow. They are really getting into a lot of depth, which you can do or not.
You can. By the way, there's a lot of love for this coming through. Craig, this is beautiful, says Jane Quigley. So cool, Craig, says Crafty Angie. Crafty Angie says, Ben, please ask Craig if the linen paper works like watercolour paper.
No.
No.
No. You can still do colour and effects on it, but no, the linen cardstock, a watercolour card, smooth cardstock, Nina cardstock, the fibre, the build-up fibres are all completely different.
Yeah.
So you can do a little bit of watercolouring onto linen cardstock, but it'll get really, really wet and fibrous too much, too quick. So you're not going to get a lot of shade depth to it. If you're doing a tiny little bit, you know, you would get away with it.
Okay.
But no, definitely keep to the cardstock that's intended for each technique.
Good question, though.
Really good question.
Yeah.
And then all I'm going to do, I could have popped my sentiment in first, but it doesn't really matter because we can still fit it in. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's my favourite Christmas song, that is.
I'm going to lift up that bell. Of course
Andy Williams.
it is.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Mine's is... Oh, I don't...
I bet yours is All I Want for Christmas. All I Want for Christmas is You, Mariah Carey.
No.
Oh.
Darlene Love.
Oh, Darlene Love sings, oh no, I don't know. What is it?
And it's not actually the one from my favourite film ever.
Home
Although
Alone
that
2?
is Darlene Love. Yeah, Darlene Love. No, actually, you're right, Johnny, because they're both called the same, but they're totally different
What's
songs.
the song called?
Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home for Christmas.
How does that go?
Christmas,
there's
the snow's falling down. Christmas.
Michael Bublé sings that.
He does.
Well, he
does
sings
a
them
good
all,
one.
doesn't he, to be fair?
He
is that in
does
Home
a
Alone
good-
2, is it?
That one's not.
Oh.
But Darlene Love also sings Please Come Home for Christmas and Home Alone. It's a different song, but it's a really upbeat song. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now you're up to date with Christmas tunes, and look at that card.
There we go. So that is using the stamp and the 6x6 paper pad. Yes, some of the cardstock was originally, but do you know what? As crafters at home, you are going to have so much cardstock that you can be using when it comes to your cards and projects.
Are you lining them up for the vote?
I am
Oh,
indeed.
you've been very thorough. You've done 4?
4, yeah.
Oh, blimey, you have worked hard this morning. I know my
4.
favourite.
There we go. So
Right,
we've
vote
got-
them up then.
So we are starting number 1. So 'Tis the Season that we
Judy
started
Jolly.
off with. Number 2 is from my embossing folder, Hot Pick.
Hot pick, yep.
Number 3 is from our Create a Card Hot Pick. And number 4 is from our 'Tis the Season paper pad and stamps, where I've done some fussy cutting, really going into all the nooks and crannies. So 1, 2, 3 or 4.
Get voting then. You've got about 5 minutes to get your vote in on that. Beautiful, says Beth. Craig, thank you for the explanation, says Crafty Angie. That's on the linen. Beautiful card, Craig, says Brenda. Beautiful card, says Coletta. The card is gorgeous, says Radical Rachel. So inspiring. Let's just quickly recap. Don't forget, the paper pad is available individually. You have the details at the bottom of the screen. That is going to disappear. This collection is absolutely stunning. The 'Tis the Season. Not the full collection that we launched, obviously, because you haven't got the consumables in there. However, you have got a ton of crafty hardware for a very small price. That is the cut and emboss folder. It's going to give that Yuletide frame. Maybe pop a little stamped seam behind there. Maybe you can make that into a little shaker card. Plenty of craftability right there. Then that 3D embossing folder, that flourishing holly corner. Once again, a great starting point. You saw with the card, which Craig showed you just a few moments ago, how you can just use that in so many different ways. You've then got this beautiful creator card die, the Robin Redbreast. Again, plenty of craftability there. If you're wanting to do a bit of paper piecing, maybe you want to be able to colour into that, you can. You've got beautiful border dies in here. You've got all of those foliage dies, which a lot of you have been chatting about in the comments, saying how much you love those seasonal foliage elements. This die here is the beautiful festive friend, which you're going to be seeing in that craft along in just over an hour's time. By the way, if you do want details of what we're going to be using, they are all up now on the socials, so you can get all your bits and pieces ready to craft along with us. Then you get all the stamp and die collections. So you've got this beautiful one here, which Craig made his first card with, featuring the mistletoe and the pine cones. Then you've got your Christmas blessings, which is that gorgeous candle amongst the Christmas foliage. Cardinals and robins, of course, feature heavily in this collection. That one is with that beautiful red cardinal, the holiday wishes, and then you're also going to get the Heaven and Nature Sing, which is that beautiful double die set with the stamps, with that robin within the Christmas wreath. All of those stamps and dies, 21 dies, 3D embossing folder, 13 stamps and a cut and emboss folder included for just £62 2p or $77.12 if you're shopping in the US and you're a Platinum member. The paper pad is something that you need to check out as well. That is available individually, but it's going to sell out. Centura Pearl is also proving very, very popular as well. We've got a 80 sheet collection for you, 10 sheets in each. And here are all the colours you're going to get. You've got your green. You've also got the 10 sheets of lavender. I won't do the song this time. I know you're singing it, Nicola, but I get told off and everyone will say, oh, it's all in my head now. For the rest of the day, I won't be able to stop singing Baby Shark. Oh, I've said it now. Oops. Oops. You've got your cherry in there, 10 sheets. You've got 10 sheets of your Snow White, hint of silver. You've got 10 sheets of the beautiful copper. 10 sheets, I love this, of the green gold. 10 sheets of your pale silver, and 10 sheets of the baby pink. So that is 80 sheets in total, 8 different colours, £20 or $35.20. 20% saving today on that one. You'll find all of those deals on the shop, the day page. That's the one to go to, because there you'll find all of the craft along goodies, all of the cartload goodies as well. Worth bearing in mind that we've obviously shown you a lot of those hot picks, but we've not shown you a whole host of other items that are on the show. Last chance saloon items, up to 70% off items as well. So do hit the shop the day page before we get to cartload later on, because it is going to be a hot show. One other item which I know a lot of you have been buying and a lot of you have been multi-buying is the paper library, because today this is it's a half price deal, better than that if you're in our club, of course.
Absolutely. Do you know what? We can never have enough pattern papers. What's really good with the paper library is you're getting 150 sheets of 12 by 12 pattern papers, really strong quality pattern papers. It's all broken down into 10 mini collections, all housed inside. We've got new baby, wedding, anniversary, we've got 5th of July, we've got Halloween, we've got contemporary Christmas, traditional Christmas, and so much more. Open it up, double zip, and we have got all of our dividers inside. These are all fully attached, so they're not removable, so you don't need to worry about losing them. You do get all of your perforated tabs as well. So you can then name them, whichever names you want. You can change the way that you divide them all up. You know, you might want to have other occasions. You might want to put 12 by 12 scrap, or 6 by 6 scrap, or block cardstock. It's entirely up to you, but you can then just slot all of these ones in the little tabs at the bottom there. You've got oodles and oodles and oodles of room for more papers, more collections that you want, really sturdy, but even as you start to fill it, it's got give that you can see here. So even although it might get a bit fuller, you can still absolutely go around with the zip and seal it. All wipeable, so if you do drop a little bit of ink on it, or your hot glue, or your glue gel, or God forbid, your cup of tea, anything like that, you can wipe it clean. Really, really strong that we can see here. What I would say, it's not totally Tiffany, but think of the Totally Tiffany quality that you've got when it comes to Totally Tiffany. So if you've never looked at it, never seen it, or thought, is it going to be strong and sturdy? You know the brand of Totally Tiffany. That is the best way I can explain when it comes to the medium that it's made and created from.
It is very popular today, so do make sure you get yours checked out. Great price on it as well, and worth bearing in mind that we've got so many other great deals for you as well on the website for the end of summer sale. Just before we give you a bit of a heads up as to what is coming later on, let's reveal the demo of the show. Wendy just says, my, the paper folder, is very sexy. No, the paper folder, not the paper holder. The folder, the holder is Craig. I mean, he is also, you know, a delight for the eyes. The demo of the show, though, there's loads of questions coming in now. Do you know the GSM of the paper in the paper library at all?
Not offhand, no.
Okay.
I think it's round about the 180, but I'm not 100%.
My knuckles are hurting now. Demo of the show, 4.
Ta-da!
I'm happy about that.
Thank you,
Great
guys,
choice.
because that did take me about an hour and a half to sit and cut it all out, which for me is relaxing. That's great. That's actually maybe a good point. If you're wondering, roughly, for me, it took about an hour and a half to cut these layers out. So I just sat, caught up with Coronation Street. Boy, it's getting good at the moment, and fussy cut all these layers.
Super duper, and it's quite nice as well that that has won, because it leads us in nicely to what is coming up in an hour's time.
does.
We have got our craft along, which is going to be featuring the 'Tis the Season collection that we've got on the show.
We do.
All the details and everything that you need for the craft along is on the socials right now, and of course you can craft along live, or you can come back to it at a later date. That's what we're going to be making, right?
It is indeed. So some of our craft alongs in the past, including the one tomorrow, you know, I can go quite big and elaborate, but I thought with this one, what we can do is let's rein it in, let's make a lovely card. We'll focus on the technique of colouring, however, using 'Tis the Season. So if you've got that full collection, it was the pattern papers, it was the linen card. If you didn't get those elements, the other elements I'm using are in the collection that Ben was showing you. So we're going to die cut the robin, and we're going to use that die cut as a faux heat emboss line. So instead of heat embossing it, it's a die cut line. If you're ever scared or concerned about going out the lines, that creates a barrier for you. Do the blending if you want to. Ben's going to say how comfortable he feels. You might do blending, you might colour in. It's optional, that's up to you. But we're going to create this card. We're going to assemble this card in the craft along. By the end of it, you'll see what you're going to have made.
As always, I will have a go, as I always do.
You always do.
I love to be involved in the craft along. So we will be doing that in an hour's time. Do let us know if you are going to be crafting along. I know we haven't got a guest coming on live with us, but it's always nice to know if you're crafting along at home. And certainly if you do, make sure you send through your pictures a little bit later on as well, so we can have a look at all of your amazing projects, certainly towards the end of the craft along, or indeed on the cart load later. Craig's cart load, 6 o'clock tonight. Don't forget, with those hot picks, with loads more goodies as well that we've not even touched on in this show. If you want to see them before we get to them, of course, you can always go to the website, click on the Shop the Day page, and you'll see all of the goodies right there. And on the website right now, of course, don't forget, you've got that fantastic end of summer sale, up to 70% off. Click on that, and it opens up all of the little individual sections of paper craft dies, stamps, embossing folders, and more. So do have a look. Check out your baskets. Thank you to the team, and we will be back for you in an hour's time with that craft along. Bye for now.
Toodle.